Matt on Facebook writes, someone keeps waking me up to tell me silly stuff, making it so that I only get 6 hours sleep before I go to work. Unhappy face. Maybe grr. So Matt, I wanted to share a story. I had a girlfriend that once a week I had a bath ritual. And it was the most deluxe bath you could imagine, right? Whatever is the ultimate bath experience, that's what I had. Food, drink, books, music, incense, candles, steam so thick in the room you couldn't even see across the room. It was wonderful. It was just once a week I had that me time. But my girlfriend would literally, here comes the wind, she'd literally bust the door in about once every 5 minutes. It was like having a SWAT team come in to a seance. It was so disturbing, and I'd say, listen, I just need you to stop, okay? Like you let in that blast of cold air. Also, it really makes a lot of noise because you hit the door. You're not opening it up, like you literally hit it. When you come in, it's terrible. Stop it. She wouldn't stop it. It's like she couldn't stop it. So here's what I used to do, man. I brought a chair in with me, and I stacked. She was a shampoo conditioner freak. She has like 60, 70 bottles in the bathroom, and I stacked it on a chair in a pyramid, and she'd just come crashing in, swing the door open. The door, after about 2 feet of swing, would hit that chair, and bottles would shoot everywhere. And she'd go, "Oh my God!" She's like, "Why did you have all those bottles on that chair?" I'm like, "'Cause that's part of my ritual now, baby. I put shampoo bottles on a chair. Why do you do that?" I'm like, "'Cause it's what I want." She's like, well, don't do that." I'm like, "No, it's my bath time, baby. I do what I want for my bath time. I want to have it calm. I want that door kept closed. I like that pyramid of bottles I make. That's part of my thing now." And I wouldn't explain it, though I would ask her again, please don't kick in the door while I'm taking a bath. And she'd kick in the door again. And right about where it got to this point, this is the time I needed to change tactics. I brought in the chair. I emptied out all of her possessions into a big box. So nothing that belonged to her in the bathroom was in the bathroom anymore. It was in a big box, and I move it out into the living room. I make sure she doesn't need anything in the bathroom. I then take cookie sheets and stack the most giant cookie sheet tower of shampoo bottles and conditioner you've ever seen in your life. I use all 60 of her bottles. The tower is like as tall as I am. 5 minutes later, she hits that going like she's gonna bust through the line at one of those games of football that you guys like. Hits that thing of cookie sheets. I literally actually feared for my life because some of those cookie sheets came shooting at me like bullets. I like submerged under the water like an action hero trying to avoid injury. And she's like, "Why do you do that?" And I'm like, "Why do you do that?" And she didn't know. Like, she couldn't answer the question. Like, I wouldn't explain the tower of bottles, and she wouldn't explain why she needed to come into the bathroom at a full-on sprint, even though I had assured her that there was nothing in the entire bathroom that was hers. Everything was in a box in the living room, laboriously collected, and then laboriously put back by yours truly. So at this moment of crisis, the next week I went to go do my bathroom ritual, and I said, "Would you like to come sit with me while I take a bath?" And she said, "Well, what would I do?" And I'm like, "Well, just do what I do. Like, I've got meats and cheeses and breads. Sometimes I bring in wine. I bring mixed drinks. I have books, like cheap books I get for $0.25 at the secondhand store because they get all soggy. And I just sit there and I relax, baby." So she sat down in the chair that wasn't no longer a pyramid of bottles, and she had a wonderful time. She sat there quietly and she read, and she ate bread and cheese, and she drank. And here's what I realized, here's what she didn't know, is she was lonely. Like, there would be a whole hour of our weekend together that I would go and spend by myself, And she just kept feeling lonely, like she wanted to check in with me. And so after that, she sat with me every time. My ritual had her there now, like quietly reading and drinking and eating. And so I'm not sure that it's going to help you much, Matt, but at least you'll. It might give you the perspective that probably loneliness is what's causing her or the person to wake you up and leave you with 6 hours sleep, and that might turn that unhappy face into just like maybe just a straight line like this.